with five of the six members of the board present, all but Chip Houlihan. And at this point in time, we do have a quorum. So at 6:04 p.m., I will call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda, approval of the special meeting minutes of January 20th that Bert was kind enough to circulate to all of us in draft form. Is there anybody who wants to discuss this, or if not, do I hear a motion that we approve the minutes?
I'll move it.
Gary moves it. Second?
I second.
Second.
Bert seconds, okay. Yeah, all in favor, say aye.
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 Okay. And I assume, Bob, you're abstaining because you weren't here on January 20th, 21. So,
That's right. As you were saying, you're right. Correct.
yeah, okay. So by a vote of 4-0 with one abstention, the minutes are approved. I'm going to table item number 2 at this point in time until the regular meeting minutes of last Tuesday are circulated to the board, and we'll move right on to item 3, which is the review and finalization of the advisory opinion for Chief Nick Bolter. We have circulated a draft to the members of the board. We got the same comment from a plurality of the board here, so I circulated a second draft. Is there any further comments on the draft that has been sent? In just a moment, once we have those comments, Chief Boulder, I'll share it with you. And
I have no comments.
Nor do I.
No comments.
okay. Okay. Now, basically, subject to approval of the board to distribute the final, which was, the next item on the agenda. Just very quickly, Chief Boulder, it's basically as we discussed last week. We've put it into our formal form that we do advisory opinions. Noting that you had submitted the request for an advisory opinion. Brief discussion of what we discussed last Tuesday, noting that you have participated in these processes before, but now it's a compensation process. In addition to the fact that on the other side of the ledger, we have and potentially will hire BadgeQuest in the future to do our promotional process. We go further to look at the applicable statutes, or applicable chapters of the code, which are our town code 13.9A and 13.11A, discussing whether acceptance of compensated consulting with BadgeQuest would be incompatible with your discharge of duties as police chief, and or impair your independent judgment in the performance of such duties. We conclude that it's the unanimous opinion of the board that it would not be inconsistent with the above cited code of chapters of the Code of Ethics to accept occasional compensation, subject consulting compensation, subject to the following, and these were, as discussed before, the final authority for the engaging Badge Quest for future services must rest with somebody other than yourself. Likely final approval would come from either the police commissioner or police commission or the town manager. Second, that you would not serve as a consultant to Badge Quest for any matters relating to the Simsbury Police Department. Third, in January of each year, I put a time frame on it, you'll disclose in writing to your engagements in the previous year to the town manager with a copy to the chairman of the Board of Ethics. And fourth, the only one that was not discussed, but I think would come as a matter of course, like yourself, like any other employee of the cow, you file your annual or periodic acknowledgement form according to the Town Code Section 13 and Town Charter Text Section 1003, in which you would disclose your consulting with Badge Quest, and the details regarding that have been provided to the town manager. All you'd have to do in that case, disclose it on that form. We all fill it out at one point in time. So at this point in time, do I hear a motion to take our draft as a final advisory opinion of the Simsbury Board of Ethics?
I so
So
move.
moved.
I second it. Subject, I would like to ask the chief if he has any comments about this proposal.
No, I don't. I think it is very clear. I feel very fortunate that it seems like a significant amount of time and discussion and thought was put into this, and I certainly appreciate that. Thank you for the chance.
Well, we've had two motions, and I'll second either one of them.
Okay. First one is to finalize the advisory opinion as requested by our chief of police, Nick Boulder. We've had the motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. That has passed. And second, motion to authorize for the board to authorize the release of the advisory opinion, which I would send out tomorrow.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? No. As a matter of course, following past practice, a copy, you'll receive a copy of it tomorrow. Chief Boulder, a copy will also go to the town clerk for filing, and will go to our town manager, Marie Capriola, since she was in fact copied on the original request. And any other business to come before the board at this point in time? No, I just want to make one comment in general that I thought the process of this whole advisory opinion worked extremely well from the very beginning when Chief Boulder requested the opinion. It was the proper, given the circumstances, it was the proper thing to do for the board to appear before us, answer questions, for the board to consider it, come up with some extremely good comments in terms of the final product that'll be released, and then so I think well done to everybody out here.
Thank you, Rick. You did the hard work.
Thanks to you, Mr. Chairman.
I feel good about all this.
Okay.
Thank you all for your consideration. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Any other business?
I move to adjourn.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no, that's unanimous, unanimous. And our next meeting is scheduled for December 14th. It will probably be held, and again, it'll probably be a very brief meeting via Zoom, as we have to set our meeting dates for next year. And if nothing else comes before the board, that'll be it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Okay,
Thank you. Good night.
good night.